The kiss at sea, born out of desperation, lingered in Harry's mind. For him and Shiroha, it had been their very first kiss. He quickly tried to explain that it was only resuscitation, an emergency act that shouldn't count. For a moment, they both felt relieved, yet their eyes kept drifting back to each other. Harry's thoughts swirled.
First kiss.
Sitting across from him, Shiroha slowly closed her eyes. Harry placed his hands on her shoulders and leaned in, gently closing the distance. It was a moment neither of them could ever have imagined, not even in their dreams. This all began with Umi's longing to see her mother. She had secretly hidden herself on a festival boat, but before she knew it, the vessel had drifted out into the open sea. As she tried to climb back, waves struck hard, knocking her into the water. Without a second thought, Harry dove in. But Umi's figure had already vanished beneath the waves. Then, Shiroha leapt in as well. With calm determination, she swam until she finally reached Umi and pulled her back. The struggle left Shiroha drained, on the verge of suffocating. Seeing this, Harry acted instinctively, pressing his lips to hers, sharing his breath, and guiding them both back to the boat. Although everyone was safe afterward, Shiroha still carried guilt. She believed that anyone close to her was bound to suffer misfortune, weighed down by her ability to see glimpses of the future. But Harry disagreed. To him, it was precisely her vision that had helped them survive. Perhaps her power wasn't a curse, but an opportunity. A harsh path, yes, but one that could lead to a brighter, more beautiful future. Shiroha had never thought of it that way. For so long, she had lived in fear of burdening others, keeping her distant. His words touched something deep within Shiroha. As Harry remembered the kiss beneath the waves, the air between them grew warm and tender. That night, their relationship quietly deepened. The next morning, Shiroha visited Harry's home with Umi. For a while, it felt as if they truly were a family of three. At breakfast, however, something seemed off. Umi suddenly fumbled with her chopsticks as if she had forgotten how to hold them. The doctor had confirmed she was physically fine, and even Umi herself felt no discomfort. But when she tried folding paper, something she usually did with ease, she struggled over and over, unable to get the corners right. Only with Harry's help did she finally succeed. Later that day, Umi wanted to play a prank on her mother, turned to Ao for advice. True to her mischievous nature, Ao immediately suggested something outrageous, lifting her skirt. As always, her sharp tongue and playful femininity. Mickey's agreement. Ao picked up the phone and called Harry over. Both crouched together outside the shop, ready to put their little plan into action. Harry never expected her calm expression. She quietly stepped up to the empty bottle, even preparing to erase her own memory through a ritual. As for Umi, who had joined in the prank, she was met only with Shiroha's gentle scolding. While sitting with their friends, Tenzin and the others, they laughed and complained about the prank. It had started because Umi wrote about the whole incident in her picture diary. But then the group suddenly asked, "Wait, who's Umi?" The next day, as usual, they went to morning exercises. Looking at Umi's attendance card in her hand, Harry suddenly realized Umi wasn't standing beside him. Alarmed, he rushed back and shook her awake. The moment her eyes opened, she called out for her mother. "Hey!" When Shiroha arrived, Umi finally smiled, burying herself happily in her arms. But her state was strange, like she had regressed into a baby. Without noticing, Harry's memories of Umi were already beginning to fade. On August 24th, mother and daughter bathed together. Seeing Umi stirred something in Shiroha, a yearning to become a mother herself someday, hoping to have a child like Umi. But summer was ending, and Harry would soon have to leave the island. Neither of them could accept the idea of being apart, so Harry decided he would work part-time, save money, and visit the island every weekend. Without realizing it, the two of them walked hand in hand outside, their very first date. Still, Harry felt something missing. In their conversation, they wondered, if they married one day and had children, would it be a boy or a girl? That's when they suddenly remembered Umi. Rushing back, they found her already standing right beside them. She had been following quietly all along, unnoticed. At the harbor, Harry took a photo of Shiroha and Umi together. Umi, after some shy hesitation, ran back to whisper something to Shiroha. She wanted her father in the picture too. Then, "Let's put Shiroha in the middle," he suggested with a laugh. They took the family photo and brought it to Ayo's shop. Inside, Harry noticed a poster for the fireworks festival. It was tomorrow, the start of the festival, and also the end of summer. He promised Umi they would go see the fireworks together. Later that night, surrounded by the two of them. Umi drifted slowly into sleep. Shiroha noticed the picture book she hadn't finished reading last time and began again. The butterfly with beautiful wings traveled through a colorless world. She gave away her bright colors to those she met along the way. Even when her own wings became faded and tattered, she continued her journey. Harry wondered what kind of story this really was. But then, before his eyes, Umi's body began to lose its color, and the shadowy butterfly drifted out from within her.